There are many events throughout the Danganronpa series. Some of these events engage us, some of them toy with our emotions, and some of them even just leave us asking questions. These questions can plague our mind and leave us empty, or even just sometimes confused because of what is happening. Some of these questions even appear because things just don't even make sense sometimes. Hey guys, it's Res Unleashed here, and today I'm going to tell you guys about the inconsistencies in the Danganronpa franchise. The first inconsistency we have is in Trigger Happy Havoc, during Leon Kawada's execution. There are 2 points during this execution where something doesn't quite match the rest of the games. These points are where the balls are flying towards him in slow motion, and when one of the balls, out of the many balls, is seen rolling on its own. In these 2 scenes, Leon's blood is red instead of the bright pink colour that we see in the rest of the franchise. The reason why this is can easily be explained, however. Leon's execution was finalized during the beta version of the game. The beta version was known as Distrust, and its art style was more realistic than the one we know today, thus the blood being red. There is another inconsistency with red blood in this game. Classroom 5C, located on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy, has red blood stains all over the destroyed room. The reason why this room with scratch marks, chairs thrown everywhere, as well as multiple body outlines, has the red blood is because the room is a nod to the beta version of the game. While this room's presence makes sense in terms of why it's been put there from a development standpoint, it's really inconsistent with the rest of Hope's Peak. The last inconsistency I have found in the first Danganronpa is located in the biolab during the last chapter. During your investigation into the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba, you find out that the biolab has a small morgue set up for the 16 students that are still in Hope's Peak Academy. These morgues have an indicator in the form of a blue light to show that there are bodies occupying the slot. The inconsistent thing about this is that there are 9 lights on, which seems normal at first, because Sayaka, Leon, Chihiro, Hifumi, Celeste, Taka, Sakura, Mukuro, and Mondo are currently the ones who've passed away. My question is, how is Mondo in there? Didn't he get turned into butter? Unless they stuck the butter in there, which I only have to assume didn't turn the light on. Then I have no idea what the bloody hell is even in that slot. I had a feeling that they remember how many people died, but didn't take into account that Mondo was made into a very, very sad butter. Moving on from Trigger Happy Havoc to Goodbye Despair, we have another execution inconsistency. In the later portion of Danganronpa 2, we find out that Nagito Komaeda has taken Junko and Ashima's arm and replaced his own with it. The reason why he did this is simply because he is an agent of chaos. He simply wanted to keep his worst adversary close to him, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. This event is inconsistent because it logically doesn't work with the way that Junko got executed in the first Danganronpa. The finale of The Ultimate Punishment sees Junko having a compactor come down and crush her to death. According to my logic, this would mean that her body would be pressed into the ground and be beyond recognition. I would like to believe that Nagito having her arm is impossible because the body would be way too deformed to do anything with it. Not only that, how would he have gotten the surgery for it too? But that part could be explained. But him having her arm just doesn't make sense in relation to how Junko died in the first title. And those are the inconsistencies that I've found within the Danganronpa franchise. While there aren't that many, and 2 of them can easily be explained, it's still interesting to look at moments that just didn't make sense as I was playing the game. If I did miss any, please let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, while I'm talking about that, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to help my channel out. I talk about Danganronpa, Shin Megami Tensei, and other weeb stuff. So with that all being said and done, my name is Res Unleashed, a resident who is annoyed with these inconsistencies and decided to unleash them into the world, and I'll catch you all next time.